Hello again, welcome back to another episode of my Final Fantasy X Let's Play. Last one had a false ending. Last episode had a false ending and then continued on to true ending. And here we are in this forest whose name I've completely forgotten, but which is kind of cool. Look how shiny it is. Well, you can look how shiny it is after we get done with this battle. There's some shiny in the background, though. Totally shiny. Alright. Waka, 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 waka. He always makes me think of the Muppets, his name. Oh, maybe I was wrong about the elementals being completely, reskinned. Well, don't I feel silly. Because that's definitely... That's nice elemental. Yuna, you have sensor on your weapon. Tell me what this is. It is a water elemental. Okay. Did I hit it with water? No, I can't. I must have hit it with lightning. I think. I'm just gonna kill this thing. Kill it dead. Water elemental. If you want to use thunder on it. Bam. That was so overkill. I love it. Ow. That hurt. I'm going to cure what's-her-face over there. Mrs. has some kind of plan that she won't tell us because she doesn't want to put us in the way of whatever she's doing, even though we're supposed to be protecting her. What a dork. You know, that kind of reminds me actually of a line in the Japanese version of... I've used Waka. I think I've used everyone. That reminds me of a line in the Japanese version of Advent Children. Basically, in English, what it comes out down to is...
Don't look so shocked.
What was it? Cloud goes off on his own to do something, and Tifa's like, he could have just told us. And when Titus, in that cut... Oh, who did I miss? No. In that cutscene towards the end of the previous episode where Auron and what's his name, Titus were talking about Yuna, he said she could just tell us, and that just made me think of that line in the Japanese version of Advent Children. Or I don't think I've watched the English version of Advent Children. I could swear there's a chest here. Good. Sleepy Kate said, "Is that worth my time?" I want to say no, not at the moment. But yeah.
Everyone, focus on the enemy.
I was reminded of a thing. This forest and its shininess that I was going to talk about. I absolutely love this area of the game, even if the paths are a little bit silly. Because they are. We're basically walking up on branches of trees, and clearly that's the road. But it's... I mean, how did that come to be? Was it groomed that way? If it was groomed that way, how did it come to be groomed that way? Like, what do you do exactly to make the trees into a road? Or is the road just going along the trees? I'm gonna have to, when I get back out into... Why am I switching away from him? When I get back out into the main map there, I'm gonna have to take a look at it and see if it is one continuous unbroken piece as we go along, or if we move from one branch to another as we go. Because if we're not moving from one branch to another as we go, that's kind of weird. And I don't think they ever say anything about the nature of the road itself here. Let's pull up Auron. I see your comments, Twitch viewer, and I will check it out between this episode and the next one, I promise. Well, Kimari, you're just getting yourself hurt over there. This is not going to do any damage. Maybe I should get her mug. Nope, she's already headed down his path. Too late. Too late! I don't think I've used him yet. Let us do some backgammon. Oh! Oh god! He has a water weapon! I have undone myself. That was a little more melodramatic than it needed to be. But I have definitely undone some damage I did, so let us fix that. I should have gotten this down to only having one enemy before I started siphoning people out randomly anyway. Did I use Waka? I have. I've stolen with Riku. Can't remember if I used Yumi yet, so let's do it. Not water. Dang. I forgot that I become unable to use the Brotherhood here. I mean, I can. It's just not smart. Okay. Whoops. Do I have any lightning strike things for him? I don't. Poison touch. Strength and fire. Strength and sensor. That's probably my best bet. Is just to use that. Cool. We'll have Kimari heal everyone again. The reason I use Kimari for these in-between battle heals is that he has Lancet and can replace his magic points really easily, so... Oh yeah, I forgot we had Guado here. Master Seymour waits. Please hurry to Makalania Temple. We are working on it. Okay, so trees and branches. Oh, also, all these crystals growing out of the trees. Right, like this is just a very interesting area, and I guess, but I don't seem to recall there being any explanation for why this zone is like this. Right, it's just this super shiny zone. The Thunder Plains had all that lore about it. I say all that lore, that might be a bit of an exaggeration, but it had this lore about some Albed guy using Machina to make the place passable back in the day. Was it an Albed guy? Might not have been. But basically someone put up those lightning rods and made it so that... Friggin' poison. Come on. Guess? He takes extra damage from ice. Yeah, the Thunder Plains has this eternal thunderstorm and these lightning rods that were put up to make a path where you could actually get through without just getting struck by lightning all the time. Not that it's perfectly effective, but it exists. And then you get to this forest here, because like even before that, Guado Salam is where the Guado live, and I guess they didn't say too much about the Guado, but that's where the Far Plane is, and you hear a decent amount about the Far Plane and the Far Plane and the Fireflies over the course of the game. And then before that was the Moonflow, which was neat and had the shoe puffs, which are neat. And then you get here and it's like, it's all shiny and pretty and stuff, and it's even more shiny in this version than it was in the original, but it's not, like, if there is any lore for this, I just don't remember it. I definitely remember some of the stuff that happens here, but I don't remember what the lore for this, oh right, that's why I got poison. Ah! That was have her antidote herself. That can be her contribution to the battle. Alright, I can't remember if I've used everyone or not, but we're still just gonna have them attack that. Oh, well, I guess I get another chance. Steal a thing. Pretty sure she's stolen the thing already. She could replace. Couldn't steal anything. Okay. Then, Kimari. And he definitely killed the bee. Whatever. Does anyone have sensor on? No, of course they don't. This person these have... Oh, they just don't have any elemental weaknesses. Cool. Kill it with fire. She did not kill it. Fire was used, but no death occurred. Boom! That's his I'm about to kill this thing now sound. Waka waka waka. Is that Riku? Was that Riku? They just got... Nope, alright, don't care enough. Treasure chest. 2,000 gil. Who just leaves? Does this look like a juncture of two tree things to you? Maybe there's two tree branches that meet here and they filled the path with dirt? It is really hard to tell the way the textures and stuff are done. I don't know. I'm going forward. Okay, so we've come up on this tree branch. And I don't know, it kind of looks like two tree branches grown together. Hard to say. Yuna. You can just Thunder the crap out of one of those guys and get it out of my way. Yeah, just like that. Oh, good dodge. Good one. I will have you attack this. Just to get you doing something. Ow! That looked painful. Actually it didn't really look painful per se. But it definitely did a lot of damage. How exactly does water hurt someone? Like what? How does water magic even work? Is it ice cold water? It doesn't seem like that would take off half of someone's health though. Make someone half drown. But it was kind of just splashed. And you'd think that since he can fight underwater, I don't know. I'm starting to overthink this.
My turn now. Ha!
Yeah, that just doesn't make a whole lot of sense. Oh well. Actually, why am I doing that? I'll get a chance to switch them out. So let's see. I believe Orin has done a thing. I believe Riku's done a thing. We're just gonna pull it out and do a thing. I don't think this will kill it. It did not. It did. It didn't kill it. It's dead. Thing's dead. Murray! Heal everyone. Heal all the people. Cool. Okay, so we were going along the path. Is this... Yeah, this really does look like one just branch of Doom Road going through the whole place. And oh... I feel like I should be afraid right now. Hey,
relax, take it easy.
Relax, take it easy. You just chill. You require a lot of damage to kill. That's not damage. Fire? It's a bad idea. Thunder it is bad. So thunder is good here. Before it was thunder is bad. Here thunder is just generally good. We can do this. Thunder! Thundercats, ho! I really like that snake tail. That is a lot more obviously a snake tail in this version than it was in the first version. I would say that the improved texture on this has not changed it considerably, but this is really nice. I definitely dig it. What do you have for me? Arctic Wind. I feel like those are kind of hard to get this early in the game. Wouldn't swear by that. But it seems like a thing I would expect to see more in the Mount Gaugudet area, which is a very frosty place. That's one nice thing about this game. The frost area is not just like some random Arctic area in the middle or whatever. You go up into the mountains. Oops, wrong button. You go up into the mountains and end up in frosty area. It's quite nice. I can see why it makes sense that developers who are creating a really big world would want to show off a whole bunch of different kinds of area. That's more visually interesting. It creates more opportunities for interesting differences between areas if you have an area that has a lot of snow and a desert area and stuff like that. But oftentimes you just move from one area. Ooh, treasure. You just move from one area to the next without any real reason for the area changing. And this game is not completely free of that. Thunder Plains comes out of nowhere, kind of. But sometimes games get really silly with it, and this one does a pretty good job of not being completely ridiculous with the area changes. They do come fairly abruptly, but I guess you're loading from zone to zone, so it's not so egregious. It doesn't seem so egregious. I haven't really played much in the way of open world games because they tend to bore me. I get so sidetracked from the main story that I end up just not ever finishing the game. And so I don't actually know how modern open world games tend to handle that. I think the last game I played with big areas, I wouldn't really call it an open world game, is Dragon Age Inquisition. And that still has the areas separated. So your frosty area is separate from your plains area, is separate from your coastal area. Rather than, let's see, how about you land with that? Rather than having everything connected. But I remember that, like, World of Warcraft, for instance, you're on one side of the mountains and it's like summertime, and you're on the other side of the mountains and it's winter. Stuff like that. So I'm kind of curious how modern open world games handle that sort of thing. Like, I tried Skyrim and I just couldn't stick to it. Yeah, open world's not really my thing. There's just too much to do when I get bored. It doesn't hold me. Yeah. Pray for us. Because Riku doesn't really need that much health. Apparently no one else needed any help at all. Well, whatever. You attack him. Let's pull out Lulu, because she's got all the magic points. Whoops, I meant to use Thundara. Well, too late. That is not the button I wanted. You attack. Overkill, yay. I wonder what those shiny globes in the trees are. Yeah, this road definitely looks like one big branch growing through the entire forest, which is so silly. Oh no! Oh, I remember a thing I wanted to talk about before.
Have you seen Donna?
Donna? Can't say I have.
What's up? We got separated on the way here. Damn it all! I've got to find her!
You are a poor guardian.
Calm down.
But
Mentor
if anything
Orange
happens
mentor.
to her...
Running around in a panic is not going to help. Right now, you have to keep cool and search.
But...
Guard your emotions, then guard your summoner.
You're right.
Shall we search?
No, I've taken up enough of your time. Thank you, Sir Aaron.
What's up?
Oh, I just wanted to wish him good luck.
That's a bit of foreshadowing there, what she just said and did. The thing I wanted to talk about before that I completely forgot to do is that Seymour, at some point in the last episode, was when they were in the Thunder Plains talking about Yuna's decision to marry Seymour. No, it was in the last episode, but it was when, as soon as they entered this forest, during a conversation between Orin and Titus, negotiate with Seymour. And he said that Seymour was the better negotiator. So far in the... Ow, that was a lot of damage. Thank you, Waka. Your turn, Orin. Yes. I definitely want to have Orin do next. Knocked the thought right out of my head. Thanks, Waka. What? Seymour. Oh! Orin has seen some things about Seymour, but I don't really feel like he's seen much in the way of negotiation from Seymour. Now, granted, the way that Seymour talks is enough for someone to, I think, realistically extrapolate that he would be a good negotiator, but it hasn't really been shown. And since we know that Orin was around summoners 10 years ago, and we can presume from the rate at which we meet summoners on the road and summoners and their guardians on the road, we can assume that he knew some of the other summoners back then. It makes sense to suppose that he knows Seymour from the last round of pilgrimages of summoners intent on defeating Sin. Black magic. Black magic, black magic! Take some butt. The question is, how well did he know Seymour, right? Because I can tell you right now, Seymour is... We've definitely already seen that Seymour is a summoner. He summoned that big, ugly thing that shot lasers out of its eyes at the Blitzball tournament. But Seymour is younger than Auron is, which means he would have been a very young summoner during the time that he would have been making his pilgrimage 10 years ago. Which I think is actually sort of a defining characteristic of Seymour as a character, which you will see why I think that later. Because he's really not that much older than Yuna. He is. I can't remember exactly how old he is, but it's not a super significant. I don't want to spend a lot of time on this one in the middle of episode, but I do need to get Riku moving. This is a good spot. And use mana, speed. Defense. Return to main menu. Alright, up we go! There's a glowy thing in the tree. I really like how sparkly this place is. I think I've already said that, but it's no less true now than it was before. I like the blues and the blues and blue-greens of this forest as well. It's just a really pretty place. Even if the tree branch road is completely ridiculous. Because I'm pretty sure... I mean, there's been a couple places where I guess it could have been a couple branches coming together, but for the most part, it's basically just this one big windy branch going through the whole thing, and it's just so silly. Whatever. This forest totally redeems itself later. Just for the record, you'll see. If you haven't already. And for those of you who have played the game and know what I'm alluding to, yay. That's all I have to say. You get me. And I forgot to heal between battles last time. Whoops. Ugh. Can't find the right buttons to push to get to the dudes. Auron is not gone yet. I don't think Riku has.
So be it.
So Riku. Steel. Fish scales are definitely used for crafting. Lulu. You haven't done anything yet. Can you kill it? Yep, she did. Cool. What? I didn't remember these guys at all.
A butterfly with rainbow wings will lead the way to secret things.
Approach the butterfly of many hues, and its red and blue brethren shall appear. Try to catch 7 of the blue, beware the red, so they call fiends. It's timed. Can't remember what you get from this, and I don't feel like bothering. Butterfly that changes color attracts the red and blue butterflies. Red ones suck. Blue ones are great. Cool. I'm going forward. Actually, I think I'm going to end this episode right here. Because it's been almost 20 minutes, I think. So, for those of you watching on Twitch, I'll pick up here in a couple minutes. For those of you watching on YouTube, catch you later. Have a good one.